If you don't use it, you lose it. Just like a muscle, your brain functions this way. If you don't use your brain, you lose it. And using your brain doesn't mean you are working all day, you are studying all day. Sometimes you need to actually rest and relax. We're not saying you should be a workaholic to use your brain, but we are saying you should be always available and ready to face challenges. Do not shy away from challenges. Trying to escape challenges like boredom, most importantly, is the reason you are coping with so many addictions. You are trying to stay away from reality. The moment you feel bored with nothing to entertain you, you're always seeking for the next form of entertainment. That is why you're addicted to scrolling. That is why you're addicted to gambling. It's why you're addicted to taking substances. It's why you're addicted to always watching content. It's why you're always addicted to watch movie. You're addicted to always doing something entertaining. You are escaping challenges in your own way. When in the real sense, your brain is meant to face challenges when they come. And that is how your brain gets stronger. Just like a simple man who does not go to the gym to train, or he doesn't do any form of exercise. His muscles get weaker. When it's time for you to do a difficult physical activity, you are weak. You can't carry something. You can't do something that requires your energy. It's because you have refused to train your muscles. The same way when you refuse to train your brain by facing challenges, being mindful, being present in the challenging situations, and then devising means or ways of getting out of this challenging situation. That is how you train your brain to be stronger so that you can thrive. And when difficult situations comes up again, you are able to look for ways to solve the challenges and then survive. This is how your brain trains itself. This is how your brain gets stronger. Or in a situation where when you are bored, you just pick up a phone and start scrolling. When you have nothing to do, you feel the next thing to do is to start watching movies. And then you are in the loop of watching these movies, scrolling all day, taking substances, eating junk food, gambling, and so many other forms of coping mechanisms. You are in this loop over and over again. And when it's time to face difficult situations in life, like boredom, like challenging situations, you are not strong enough. You get overwhelmed. You get anxious. You get depressed. This is the cause of most mental health problems. The cause of most mental health problems, I say, is you trying to escape from that feeling. When something challenging comes up, something that actually might make you anxious, if you have trained your brain enough to become mindful and present in this situation and accept the reality that, okay, I'm anxious right now. It's a normal phenomenon. It's a normal occurrence. I'll get over it. Let me just sit with this feeling. Then, of course, your brain will see that it's normal. It's not catastrophic. Nothing bad will happen to you. But when you choose to always scroll all day, play video games, every instance of challenging situations like boredom or difficult situation, you feel scrolling is the way out of it. You feel gambling is the way out of it. You feel smoking is the way out of it. You think binge drinking is the way out of it. You think consuming junk food is the way out of it to cope from this difficult situation. That is why your brain now sees that, okay, I don't need to grow. I don't need to do things out of the comfort zone. I just need to cope with something stimulating. That is why your brain is weak. That is why every single thing you are anxious. Every little thing you are depressed because your brain is not strong enough to handle situations. And it's your fault because you've trained your brain that every difficult situation you need to escape. You need to cope. But naturally, as a primal human being that we are, we don't need to cope. We don't need to escape difficult situations. We need to be mindful. We need to be present. We need to be in that situation. And now be mindful and present and see how the situation goes. Name the feeling. Label the feeling. Oh, right now I'm anxious because I'm scared of what will happen in the future. Say it. Be mindful. Be present. This is how your brain trains itself to see that this is not actually catastrophic. Nothing bad will actually happen. That being uncertain of things is the way we live as humans. And that is what keeps us surviving. But the moment you try to escape that feeling with coping mechanisms like scrolling, like gambling, like video games, like junk food, and so on, the moment you try to cope with these entertainment or stimulating things, that is how your brain gets weaker. And every difficult situation becomes overwhelming. You become anxious, you become depressed, you become afraid, you could become unsure of what will happen next. Whereby, in the real sense, these feelings are normal. We are meant to embrace the feelings, we are meant to live with the feelings, we are meant to do our daily activities with these feelings. We are not meant to escape them. We are just meant to label it. Oh, I'm anxious right now because I don't know what will happen in the future. Oh, I'm hungry right now because of what that girl said to me yesterday. Because of what my friend said to me yesterday, I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling depressed. Label the feeling. Stop coping. Stop looking for a way out of it. If you label the feeling, your brain becomes stronger and it tells you that, okay, nothing bad will happen. I can actually live. It doesn't affect my survival. Nothing dangerous is going to happen. That's how to be mindful and present in the moment. This way, your brain becomes stronger because you are using your brain. It becomes stronger just like a muscle that you build in the gym. But if you shy away from your feelings, you shy away from difficult situations, you start coping by drinking all day because you feel when you drink, you forget your sorrows. But your sorrows are still there. Your sorrows have never left you. Just that you have been coping with stimulating activities that makes your brain weaker, and then you are weaker and weaker and weaker day by day, that you can't face challenging situations. But when you do not cope, you face a situation, you face difficult, challenging occurrences, you are there, you are mindful, you are present, you are not shying away from it by scrolling, by eating junk food. You are just there mindfully and present. You are labeling the situation. You are naming that feeling. Oh, I'm anxious. I'm depressed because of what actually happened yesterday. You are processing the emotions. You are processing the feelings. Mind you, 100% of the difficult situations or your difficult feelings of emotions comes as a result of you running away from your feelings. That is it. Because you choose to shy away from your natural feelings, your natural instincts that is meant to happen. Everybody is meant to be anxious at some time. Everybody at some time is meant to be depressed. But what do you do with the feeling? Do you label it and say, oh, I'm anxious right now? Then it's normal for me to be anxious because nothing is certain in life. But this is just a mere feeling and I will get over it. Do you label it that way and allow your brain to leave the situation on its own? Or you start coping by scrolling all day, by eating junk food, by playing video games? If you label feelings and process your emotions, it will help you process them properly, and then you will have no hidden trauma later on. But if you try to cope, you try to shy away from your feelings, you try to shy away from challenging situations by using quick fixes like scrolling, entertainment content, watching, playing video games, watching movies all day. You are just shying away from your feelings. You still have hidden trauma. You still have emotions that you have not processed properly, and it will haunt you in the future. Label thoughts, label feelings, allow your brain to calibrate, allow your brain to process. That is how to live like a grammar human being. If you watch the video this far, then you are meant to be here. Welcome to the tribe.